Now you see that if I go to registration, then what will be happen here? If you go to register, you will see this is the page, but in this case the layout will be actually this layout, right? So name, email, password, confirm password. So name, email, password, confirm password, everything is okay, but I will have to change the layout. So what I will have to use here, I will have to find the register. So where is register? If I go here, I am going to stop all the things for now, but here okay, I am going to close everything. So in the web.php, I am going to remove the items here. Okay, so I am going to remove the items. Okay, now let's find where is the register. I am going to the auth.php, and here you see register. Register is actually registered user controller, and name equal to register, right? So this is the default controller, get and post. So registered user controller is actually into here, into the auth, and here you see registered user controller, right? And here is the file auth.register. So this is the default view here that was used. So what I can do, I can change the file that was into the auth.register. So instead of using user dashboard or user layout, what I can use, I can just go to use this register.blade.php, this file. I will change this template by my template. So here I am going to rename it. For example, I am going to rename it by register underscore, for example, and here I am going to create register.blade.php. okay, so here in my register.blade.php, I will use my file. That means I have the layout and every other things, you know. So like the front end, what I have in the front layouts, you can use the front layouts here, no problem, because I created already the layouts. So each time I do not actually need to create layouts all the time. So here what I can do, app.blade.php. so here if I use the extents, so if I use the extents, for example like this, here it will be layouts.app now, and it will be front.layouts.app. If I run this, what will happen? If I now click to refresh here, you see this is coming. Now like the home page that I did here in the home.blade.php, this section, I am now going to bring that here, that is end section. So like this, and in the main content I will have to use my code. So here I am going to front end HTML, and here there was a register.html I am going to open, and from this section paste top and paste content. These are the two sections I am going to copy, and now I am going to paste it here. If I refresh this page, you see my register page now comes. So the default register is replaced by my register. Now something I will have to change here. You see they used the action that is route register. So I am going to copy this, and here I am just going to use their system, that is I am going to copy these two lines, and here I am going to paste it, and here I am going to close the form. So like this. Now there is name. So what was there? They used the same thing, the name equal to name. So I am going to use in my case here also the name equal to name. The email they used here, the name equal to email. So here similarly I am going to use the email here as the name, and their password field was name equal to password. So I am going to my case the name equal to password, and in their case password confirmation was the name field for the confirm password, and here I am going to use the password confirmation. And then they used all other things, for example already registered. This is the route, that is the login route. So here existing user login now, here I am going to use the login route. So okay, my task is actually done. Here instead of index.html in the breadcrumb, I can use the route of home because I now have a home route. So let's check here, refresh. If you click here, it is not working. There is no error message showing because in their case they used the error message that is here, X input error. But I am not going to use the layout, so I am going to show my error message using what I did in the case of admin. So in the admin view layout, if I go to the scripts footer, you see I used all the codes. That was actually IGI toasting message that comes as a floating message in the right top corner. So I am going to copy these codes, and in my case what is here, that is in the front layouts scripts footer, I am going to paste the codes. But it will not work because I will have to call the toaster. So I am going to check my charity project, public dist admin. In the case of admin CSS, there was a IGI toast. So I am going to copy this, and in my dist front CSS I am going to paste it. And dist admin JS, there is the IGI toast JS. I am going to copy this one, and in my dist front JS I just paste this one. So IGI toast.mean.js and IGI toast.mean.css. So what I called in the case of admin, layouts, styles, I am going to copy this one, and in my case that is the front layout and the styles, I am going to paste it, for example, here, and this will be the front. Okay, and similarly in the admin layouts scripts, the IGI toast was here, so I am going to copy the script, and in my case that is front layouts scripts, I am going to paste it here, just change the name front. Okay, so now in the register it should work. So go here, click here, you see the password required, email name required. So the error message is working perfectly here. From here I can go to login, and you see the login page is still like before, so I will have to change it. But you see the register page, it is working and there is error. And if I become successful in the case of registration, you see now there is only one user after the registration. Now I am going to check another user, and here you see the name suggestion is coming. I am going to make the autocomplete off here now. So autocomplete off. So I am going to copy and paste it here, autocomplete off. So refresh, no suggestion now. Okay, so I am going to create here another user, that is for example Smith, like this 1234, or here password, because 1234 is not accepted here, because in the registered user controller you see they applied here the required lowercase makes this one, but there are some password rules by default rules, right? So in the as a default rule, actually calling password default means the default rule is you have to give at least 8 characters. So if you want to change it, or if you want to stop it, you can just remove this from here. But for the minimum security, I am not going to check it, I am not going to change it, just give the password as password. So that's perfect. So go to create account. You see, thank you for sign up, the verify email is coming here. Now I am going to work with this page, that is verify email. So where is actually the verify email system, where is the page? Here you see recent verification email. So let's try a global search here, reset verification email. If that does not come, what I can do, I can inspect the element. This is the button, that is reset verification email. Okay, I am going to check by reset in the admin controller, new password auth. Okay, I am going to do one thing, that is verify email. Let's check from here. So in the auth.php, where is the verify email? The verify email is this. That means verification.notice. So here in the layout components, okay, what is the views file? Let's check it. There is auth, okay. Here is name is verification notice, email verification prompt controller. So email verification prompt controller, this one, and here auth.verify email. So I am going to check auth.verify email. That means auth.verify email is this. So this is actually the page you are seeing right now. So there is a logout and there is reset verification email. So if I want to have the same layout like the registration or something like that, I am going to copy, and verify email I am going to rename it. That means the existing one I am not going to remove, just rename it. And here my one will be verify email.blade.php. So this is their code, and here I will write my code. So register one, I am going to select all, copy and paste it here. And this page name will be actually, what is the page? That is verify email or something like that. So here I am going to give the name verify email. So this one, so verify email like this, okay. And here instead of form, here I will write some code. So I am going to remove the form. Here they wrote a form, that is reset verification email. This is actually button in their case. So reset verification email is the X primary button. This is the component. So if I go to components, you see primary buttons. That means this one. This is the component. And in their component they use the button attribute, where type equal to submit, class equal to this one up to this, and this is the slot, okay, no problem. So here is primary button. I am going to copy this, these two items I am just going to copy from here. And here is new verification link has been sent to email address providing during the registration. Here if I click here, something will be happened, that is a status equal to this. Okay, now let's check one thing, that is I am going to paste the codes here, verification.send, that is okay. And this button, that is recent verification email, here I will call a button, type submit, and the name will be reset verification email like this. And I am going to remove the button now. Okay, so another one here, if I go to my code, here you will see another button type submit, class equal to this. I am just going to remove the class from here, and here write, that is logout. Okay, so this is logout and reset verification email button. Here I call my custom class btn, for example, btn primary, btn sm, or in the case of logout, danger. And same thing I am going to copy from here, and in the top here I am going to paste, this is for example success. So if I now refresh this, resend verification email, right? And another one is actually the text. The default text is this, so I am going to copy, and in the top of the page I am going to paste it. So if I refresh this one, and here Excel 12 will be here, for example, the full white. So it will be like this, recent verification email and logout. And instead of success, I use here the primary button, no div. Here I am going to remove the div. If I use like this, now refresh, okay. And button type submit and button type logout, here margin bottom 10 pixel, so like this, refresh. Okay, so for example this thing I just use their code like this. Thank you for signing up. You can, if you did not receive the email, you can use like that. If you did not receive the email is where, like this, if you did not receive the email. Okay, and another one, there is a verification link sent. So if this one I am going to copy and I am going to paste it in my code into the bottom after this. So margin bottom 5 for example, and like this. So if I refresh, now click here, resend. So again you are going to send it, so it is going to be resent. Your new verification link has been sent, you see like this. So here if you want, you can create a class that is, for example, text, I am going to do one thing, that is text or what type of text success. So let's check it again. If I click here again, you see a green color text now comes here. A new verification link has been sent to the email address you provided during the registration, right? So it is working here perfectly. I am going here 30. So each time I sent, you will get a new email address, new. I multiple times sent it, right? So it is showing here multiple times. But you see this is actually working here. If I send it again, let's try it, resend, there will be a gap after this. Now just wait for some times. Yes, there is a gap between here, and now it is okay. If I refresh, the success message is gone. So I just use the verify email, this link, I just remove that content and replace by my layout and my content here. Now I am going to link up the following pages, that is login and sign up in the top. So I am going to the nav. So in order to go to the nav, I will have to go first here, that is the front end. So front end layout, and there is nav. So in the front end layout, in the nav, there are some HTML index.html links that are static links, total 3 places. So I am going to put route in all the places now, that is home, and there is a logo. In 2 places there are logo. So here like this, I will use here the asset and then uploads logo. Okay, and in the nav, you will see there is a top bar, actually not nav. So nav task is done. Now in the front layout, I am going to open the app, and in my app, in the top here you see login.html. So here I am going to use route, that is login, and there is a register, and here it will be route, and there is register. So from here, if I go to refresh, click on login, it nothing will work because I am in the verify email status. So if I go to here, you will see there is a verify email. If I click on verify email, it is taking me to the dashboard, and now if I refresh, everything is okay. So now I log out again. This is the login page. I am going back here. So from here I can go to the sign up. You see the register comes, and if I click on login, then instead of login, I should have that page what I did in the case of registration. So I am going to the registration system again. So in the layout auth, there was register. This is my register page, and the previous one was here, that was register underscore. So like this, in the login I am going to rename it, and the previous one login underscore, and here I am going to create login.blade.php. So this one. So my registration page was this register, so I am going to copy the code from there, and in my login I am going to paste it here. So this will be actually the login. So login, and actually here the code that I will use, that is from the front end HTML, right? So the login, so I am going to open it here, and I am going to use the code from here. That will be better, I think. So I am going to copy, and in my login blade I am going to paste the codes. So this is my login code. Instead of index.html, here I will use the route home, and login is okay. Here there will be a form post, so like this, and it will be after here, and here I will have to use csrf, this one. Okay, and the existing login code is here, and in the existing login code route is this. So I am going to copy this, and here my route will be this one. And another one is here, that is the level. The level is here, the name equal to email. So in my code, the email address, here I will put the name equal to email. The password in the existing one is name equal to password, and here I use the name equal to password. And in the existing system, remember me, if you want to put the remember me, if you want to implement in your system, you can do that, but I am not going to use that in my system. There is a forget password. So here you see, forget your password. Here this link they are using here, and there is a login button. So what is the forget password link? Here you see, in my case I linked it with the registration page. So here I can easily call the route, that is register here, and their button is okay, no problem, and there is a forget password link. And here how it was used, in the forget password link, href equal to this route. So I am going to copy and paste it here, that is forget password. And if route has password request, only then it will be shown. So something like that you can, if you want, you can use, or if you want, you can just hide, no problem. In my case, now how it will look like, refresh, you see this is login. Click on login, password email required. If you give here, actually suggestion coming, so I am going to stop the suggestion now. So here autocomplete off, autocomplete will be off. So now if I refresh, okay, so now if I give here, the email field must be a valid email address. If I give like this, login, the credentials do not match our record. So now I am going to give the real one. That means if I go to the users, and you will see this is the user and Smith. There is another one, that is password reset tokens. There is no token right now. So for now users is okay, email verified, that means both the user are verified user, so they can easily log in here. So if I now want to log in, so user@gmail.com, password, now you see I am logged in without any issue. So this is the dashboard. So okay, so it is working, so the login is working perfectly. Now I am going to check the forget password. If I click on the forgot password, you see this is the template, the default template. Now I am going to change that template. So this is actually the forgot password.blade.php file, and now I am going to rename this one, that is for example forget password _, and now I am going to create my file, that is forgot password.blade.php. So this is my newly created file. Now here I am going to open the front end HTML, and here there is a forgot password. This is the HTML file. From here I am going to copy paste top and paste content, so this one, and now I am going to paste it here, and in the layout in the top this will be, so copy, and here I am going to paste it here, section, and in the bottom there will be end section. So okay, this is forget password, and instead of index.html this will be route then home and forget password. So forgot your password, no problem, let us know your email. This is the text, email password reset link. So this is given here. So in my case I am going to copy this too, and in my case forgot password I am going to paste it, and here will be the form ended, and this one will be name equal to email and autocomplete off. Okay, so here name, you see this is email, and there is a value old email. If you need you can do that, no problem. And here is email password reset link, then this is the password.email is the route, here it will go, and this is the text. So here if I refresh it now, it will load my content. So in the top of the email address, if you want you can put the text that they gave it here. That means if you want you can just put it here. So it will be like this, forget your password, no problem, just let us know, this way. Or if you want you can avoid it. I am not going to give anything here because this is very clear that you will have to give email address and then submit to reset your password. Now if I click on here, you will see the email field required, that means it is working. Now if I give a bad email address that does not exist, we cannot find a user with that email address, that means it is also working perfectly. Now if I, for example, if I give the correct email address that has the user, that means user@gmail.com, click on submit, it is sending the email. You will see there is no message, but here if the email comes, yes, email comes here. Okay, so here is the email, but here you are not seeing anything here. So if you want you can show any message. Okay, so if I do this thing, that is forget password.blade.php, if I use this, what happens? Let's check it now. If I use the previous one, what actually happens? I am going to check it now first. So if I click here, please wait before retrying. Why? Probably after it will have to wait before retrying. Okay, I am going to use another Smith. That means after certain time you can send it, otherwise you cannot send it. We have emailed your password reset link, so you see there is a message. So we have emailed your password reset link. So where is that message? This is the session status, right? So this is the thing. So auth session status. So I am going to the component, and auth session status is this, and here the status is going to be shown. So what I can do, I can use the session status. So I am going to copy, and I am actually going to backtrack my previous code, and here in the top I can use it, that is session status. So now if I refresh, the previous one comes here now. So okay, here you will see another one, Smith. He is going to check it. 60 minutes will expire after 60 minutes. Okay, no problem. Now if I try it again, for example, user@gmail.com, submit, it is going to be sent. So wait again. Yes, you see that in the top you get, we have emailed your password reset link. So it is working. If you want you can use here something like this, class equal to text danger. So you can see a good item, that means margin bottom 30 pixel. That will be better. Okay, so refresh it again, smith@gmail.com, So like this, submit. Now let's see how it looks like. Yes, we have emailed your password reset link. Yes, it is working. So you see the last one is this. This is the password reset link. Now if you click here, you will see another page, right? So this is the forget password page. This is working, you see. And when someone click here, this is actually the reset password page item. So if I now want to apply the same thing in the case of reset password, you see there is a reset password.blade.php. So I am going to do one thing, that is I am going to close all this. This is reset password. I am going to rename this page, that is reset password underscore. And now here I am going to create reset password.blade.php. Okay, so this is reset password page. Now I am going to open my reset password, that is like the forget password. There is no reset password here, but no problem, I can use the forgot password that I used here. So I am going to copy and paste it into the reset password, and here it will be reset. It will be reset password. This one will be here, and also in the existing reset password, what was there, this one I am going to copy, and in my case I am going to use that here in the form. Okay, and here you see there is a hidden field, so I am going to copy this, and after it I am going to paste it. This one I remove. So this is the hidden field, and then there is an email address in the reset password. This is the email address. That means the email is the name equal to email, and here you see the value equal to old email, request email. You can also use this, no problem. Otherwise I am not going to put anything here. The field name is password and password confirmation. So I am going to create here, one is password, and this will be here password, and another one will be text is password also, password. I am going to copy this, paste it, I am going to copy and paste it. This is confirm password, and this field name will be password confirmation. Okay, then submit. No login link should be here, so submit or reset, whatever you want, you can do that, and then everything is okay, I think. So let's try it. Refresh. You see this is the email address, password, confirm. Okay, so you will have to give your email address, otherwise you will not be able to reset. And in my case the email autocomplete off. Okay, so it is working. And in the top you see the photo. I am going to do one thing, that is asset, and this is my photo. In the forget password also, here it will be similar, asset and then upload photo. Okay, now if I hard refresh, yes, it is coming. And if you click on submit, password required, email required. If you give a bad email address that does not found, the password field is required. If I give something like that, 1 2 3 4, or password 1, so if I click on submit, you cannot find a user. That means you must have to give the username here. So in that case, here you can easily use the email, old email. So here value equal to, here you can use the old email. So I am going to refresh. For example, I give a wrong email address, but password, you see there is error, but this field does not empty. So here I am now going to give the correct email address, password 1 2 3 4, like this, submit. You see password reset token is invalid, because I am going to reset a password where the email address is Which one? The Smith, right? The last email address that I used here, this is Smith. So you must have to give the Smith here, otherwise it will not work. So here give Smith and password is password 1. Password 1. So click on submit. Yes, it takes you back to the login. That means it is working and the password reset is successful. Now if I try to log in with Smith and password, it will not work, right? So I will have to give the password as password 1. Now I can log in and come here. I am going to update the password. Current one is password 1 and new is password. I back again. So now it should work. Log out, it should work. Smith and here is password again. Yes, it is working. So this is the system. I have changed the theme here. So forget password and reset password, both the items are working here perfectly. Here if I go to the reset password here, guest layout, actually there is nothing showing here, but if I want, I am going to the auth controller. Okay, so password reset or something like that, I am going to my controller. So what is actually happening when I am going to log in, for example, and log out, I am going to show you so that you can understand. I am going to log in. If I log in into the system, right, so I am going to log in here using the user and password. So there is actually no notification or message etc is showing. That is okay, but when I am going to log out, there should be a message, right? So when log out there should be a message. So here I am going to check where is my logout route. So my logout route is actually the auth.php. This is the logout, authenticated session controller. So go to authenticated session controller and here you see redirect to login. So destroy means the logout is okay, redirect to login. Here what I can do, I can use with here, use the error, logout is successful. Now let's try it. So I am going to log in again, so like this, password. Now when I log out, you see logout is successful, but not error message. This will be success message. Let's try it again. That is user gmail.com, password, and when I am going to log out, yes, logout is successful. Now it looks better. I just have edited this one. Okay, so this is the log out section, and confirmable password section and other case, if you want you can do that. For example, when someone is going to reset the password, so reset password is where reset password was here, that was reset password.blade. That means after submitting the reset, it is going to password.store. So password.store is where password.store is this new password controller store, right? So I am going to open the new password controller. Where is this? This is new password controller. So after the reset, when store is done, here status is this, redirect logout with status, right? So instead of status, here I can use the success. So what I can do, I can use here for example success. So let's try it how it looks like. Forget password, I give here user gmail.com, click on submit, wait for the message comes here. We have emailed you the password reset link. Even here you can also show that thing using the floating, that means forget password. So let's check it first. Forget password is where. So when I submit the forget password, what is going to be happen? Go to there, it is going to the password.email. So in this status, if you want, you can remove this, and where password.email, that means here where is password.email. Password.email means password reset link controller. So go to password reset link controller, and when with this with will be success. So let's do it. I am going to refresh it. When this one error, okay, but when I give a correct one, click on submit, wait for some times. See that we have emailed your password reset link. So this is working perfectly here. So now if I go here, this is the last one. So here if I click on reset password, then the reset password page comes. I am going to close all other pages. This is the reset password page. So here if I give error, yes, it is working. So I am now going to reset the password. For example, I am going to give the previous one again. Click on submit. You see your password has been reset. So floating message is coming here. I just have changed here the with success. It was a status, I changed it by success. Now when a person is going to log in, what is going to be happened? He is taken to the dashboard. So this is the dashboard, but I do not want to show that dashboard like this. I will change it. So dashboard is the route. So here you see where is the dashboard. That means where is actually the file. The file you see is into this one, this views dashboard, right? So this is the user dashboard, and also you see there is a welcome. I do not have any welcome. I am going to delete it, and there is an email that is needed for me. I wrote that code, and this is the profile. You see this is the profile, this is the dashboard like this. So here I am just going to use the front layout for my application. I will use the front layout, but in the user and user layout, actually I do not need this folder. I am going to delete it. Into the user, this is my dashboard, and this dashboard is the previous one. So I am going to make it a underscore, that means old dashboard. So this is the previous one, and my dashboard is this dashboard. So what dashboard I will call here? Here I will call the admin layouts. You see for the admin there is some layouts, and as admin dashboard will be my user dashboard. I am not going to use any separate dashboard for user. The same layout I will use. So I am going to copy it from here and paste it here. So admin layouts app, it will call, everything should be here, and total categories or something like that there will be here. I am going to remove something. I am going to put only one. For example, what can be that? Events, for example, events enrolled, and this is 0, for example, first time, no problem. This is the user dashboard. So now if I go to here, refresh, problem is view dashboard not found, because my dashboard is into the user. And there is another problem if I call the admin, because in the admin layout the app has been changed, because the admin login, you see there is a condition, if admin login, this type of condition is here. Also in the nav all the links are changed. Okay, so I should use the copy of the layouts, that will be better. Okay, and in the admin layout you see there is a front end link. In order to go to the front end, here I use the route home. Okay, I am going to close the admin section. Okay, so what is my dashboard user? That is this dashboard, but admin layouts app not, it will be user layouts app. That means in the user I am going to create a folder that was in the previous here, that is layouts. And now I am going here and I am going to resources, views, admin, layouts, and in the admin layout these are the files I am going to copy, and in my user layouts I am going to paste all the files. Now I will modify that. Okay, so I am going to modify the user layouts. Now in the user layouts there is app. I am going to open nav, scripts footer, and scripts blade, scripts this one, styles, etc. I have just opened. So what is the app? In the app, this is actually not admin panel, this will be user panel, and instead of admin layouts, this will be user.layouts.styles, user.layouts.scripts, user.layouts.scripts footer, and here request not admin, this one will not be here. I will need nav and sidebar here. So like this. So this is user layouts nav, user layouts sidebar. So what is the user nav? In the user nav, in the top, this is okay. The logo here is front end. User can go to the front end. Okay. This guard will be web guard, because for user this will be the web guard. And the photo, the user, I do not have any photo. Actually I am not sure what is the benefit of user showing photo, but yes, if you want, you can add the photo, no problem. I am going to create photo field for the user, that will be perfect. So web.user photo, web user photo, okay, and default.png is into the uploads folder, that will be called. And here admin edit profile, this will be actually route will be user edit profile. How the profile was called, I am going to check it from my web.php. So in the case of edit profile, this is the profile controller. So profile controller edit, update, destroy, profile.edit, profile.update, profile.destroy. This is the by default. I am now going to create one of my own. Okay, so you see middleware is auth and verified. So this is the dashboard, auth and verified, and profile is auth. Okay, so middleware, in the same middleware I am going to close this one. I am going to call my own route here, that is get, and for example the name will be, what will be the name? In the case of prefix, if you need any prefix like the admin, you can add here. I am going to add a prefix here of my own, that is that prefix is, for example, user. I can use here user. So prefix is user, then user slash profile, and for the dashboard you can also use the same prefix for the dashboard, no problem. So here I am going to use route get, here is profile, and then I am going to give here the user controller class and profile, and name will be profile, for example. So this is the simple profile, but I can use the user profile, and this name I can call the dashboard also here. So that is user dashboard, user controller dashboard, name will be user dashboard. So default dashboard that was used here, I am going to close it. Okay, so middleware is auth, prefix is user, user profile, user dashboard. Okay, so user dashboard, that is this one. Now let's check. If I click on dashboard, nothing will come. What it will be? It will be user dashboard. Why I am going to be taken to the dashboard? I am going to the default login authenticated session controller. You see, when everything is okay, then it is taking you to the route intended authenticate regenerate route service provider home. So I can go to the service provider, that is here route service provider. You see there is home equal to dashboard. Here I can use the user dashboard. So let's check it. I am going to log out again, that means I am going to log in. Then it is actually searching. You see, when I am going to press on login, it takes me to the user dashboard. but user controller does not find, so I am going to check what is my controller. This is the admin controller, the front, this is home controller, and so in the users I am going to create here a folder that is user, and here I will create a controller. So here I call php artisan make then controller, and then into the user folder I will create user controller. So here you will see this is my user controller, and so here if you want you can use the app, then model, models, and then user, and here if I want I can use public function. Then what will be here, this will be for example the dashboard, that is user.dashboard. So I have user.dashboard here. This is my layout, user.dashboard. It should work now, and in the web.php in the top I will have to call for the user, that is here is user, and controller name will be user controller. Then this user controller will work, dashboard, user dashboard. Okay, let's check it. I am going to refresh. You see this is the user dashboard, and in the case of admin panel, that is the heading. So I am going to to nav.blade.php again. So if there is any admin panel, I am going to check admin. There is no here is admin. So here this one will be user profile, and the logout, in the case of logout what they used in the default system you can use that, or if you want you can create another controller. In order to log out you can create the another system. So you can use the default system, or if you want you can just use their system. It actually depends on you how you will control it. If I want to check the default system, I am going to check what they did in the case of here, that is in their dashboard what they did. There is no logout, probably in the partial there is a partial probably, or navigation, something like that, where there is logout, click, prevent, submit. This is the logout. This is actually the route logout they called, but this was using the form like this. So if I want to use like this, I am going to close this one. Okay, so instead of this logout, if you want you can use like this, that is using the form. So post route, and this will be a form, and in this form I am going to create a button. This is a drop down link, X drop down link, what is actually the real code. So I am going to component drop down link is here. You see here class equal to this, attributes Mars, and here this is the slot class, no exceptional things. So here I am going to just use the logout button. So here button submit I am going to use, or you can use the anchor here, one click prevent default. So here I am going to use the previous one, anchor, not this, it is my this code. I am going to copy it and paste it here, and instead of this I am going to use the normal logout, and other class will be here, but prevent default is needed. So I am going to copy this one, I will have to use here, one click. Okay, so this one delete. So now let's check, refresh. You will see there is a logout, double logout. I am going to remove the previous one. So now let's check it. Okay, logout, if I click here, logout successful. Okay, now if I try to go user dashboard, I will not be able to go there. First I will have to use this password, and then you are login to the dashboard. User dashboard is working, and these links I will fix one by one, but you see this is working. But here you see admin panel, that code is into where I am now going to close the nav. Now let's go to sidebar. In the sidebar, this is admin panel. So here I will have to use, this is user panel. Instead of admin dashboard, this will be user dashboard. And this is user dashboard. I already have given a name to here. If you go web.php, you'll see that this is user dashboard. So refresh. This is the user panel. If you click here, you see this is user dashboard working. Okay. Now again go to the sidebar, and the similar thing I am going to copy, and there is, you see, if this is user dashboard, then it will be active. This is user dashboard. Here dashboard is okay, and this is setting. Actually no setting will be here. I am going to remove it. And the logout button for the user I can also bring here. Whatever you want, you can do that, no problem. So let's check it first. Okay, this is the dashboard, and this is the log out and logged in as user. The name is showing here, you see. And the profile, if you click here, it will take you to the user profile, but I will create it, but I will not actually use their default system. I will make it as like as the admin. You already know what was into the admin login. If I go to open this now, so admin invalid, the password is hot, password probably. Okay, so in the admin, you see, if I click here edit profile, this one comes. So in the case of user panel, I will do the same thing what I did in the case of admin. Now I am going to work with edit profile. And in order to work with the edit profile, it will be easier for me because I already have done that with the admin. So what I am going to do, I am going to the admins. You see in the admin I have a photo field, right? And in the case of user, if I go here, you will see in the user there is actually no photo field. So in the admin, what I did, in the case of admins, I added the photo field after the password. So in the case of users, I am going to add the photo field after, for example, the password. Okay, so I am going to manually add that here. So into here I am going to add that, or if you want without creating there, you can go to your migration. So I am going to my database. There are many files actually here. I am going to close all the things. You see that in the case of dist admin, actually the distribution file I did not change, right? So the distribution files, because both are using actually the same type of layout. So in the case of public, that means I am going to close the items. I am going to close all the items now. For example, these. Okay, I close everything. So styles, in the user styles, you see this is dist admin, but it should be dist user, but I actually going to use the same CSS that admin used. So I actually did not change any dist admin. All is dist admin, because you see in the admin layouts I used the not here, I used the public. So where is the public? This one. So in the public dist admin, all the CSS, JS, this layout I am going to use for the admin. So I use the dist admin here. So I do not need actually the copy this and making another folder dist user. Actually that is an extra work and I do not need that. That will make my application heavy loaded. No need to make my application size bigger. Just use the dist admin. That is perfectly okay in the case of script, in the case of style. I hope you have understood. So here I am going to remove the unnecessary files from here. This profile not needed anymore. I can remove that, no issue. And here I am going to use, this is actually the front end, and here I am going to use the user, and here it will be for the front. Okay, perfect. if I want, I can use that after it here. So front and then user and then admin. Here you see user profile. That means I will need a profile. I am going to the admin controller first. In the admin controller, you know there is a edit profile and edit profile submit. These two items I am going to copy from the admin panel, and in the case of user controller, I am going to paste both the items, edit profile and edit profile submit. That is okay. But instead of edit profile, I can use only the profile. Okay, now it should work, because this is, you see, profile, right? So profile and profile, user profile. So here I will write the code and I will do with others, and here it will be user.profile. That means in the user here resources, and in the case of user, I will create here in this place, that is a file, that is profile.blade.php. This is my profile page. But before going to work with the files, I am going to do one important thing, that is I am going to the migration. So in the database migration, there is user, you know, name, email, password, like this. So here I am going to create table string, and this is photo, and this is nullable. Photo field must be nullable. So this is okay. If I now again regenerate this, what will be happen? You see now my users has two table, and if I open in the new tab, admins has only one row and user has two row. Now I can create a command, that is php artisan migrate fresh. Okay, what actually has been happened? Go to users, it is empty. Go to admins, it is empty. But I need to have more admins, so I am going to call the seeder, because only one admin I will need. So php artisan db seed. Okay, seeder is done. Now if I go to the admins, you will see it is created, and if I go to the users, there is no user, because I only created the admin seeder. So admin is perfect. I am going to log out. Okay, and here nothing comes. Okay, so here I will create a new account again in order to create user, but as an admin I can easily log in as 1234. This is my password. I am going to change my password. It is password. So okay, updated, and photo is again removed. So in order to fix that, I am going to the public uploads, and here the photo of the admin, this one I am going to remove. So remove it. I am going to upload the admin photo again. So sample photo, profile photo. From here I can use any admin photo, for example this one. Open, update, the admin comes here again. So admin photo is working here without any issue, and edit profile is working. And in the case of user, you see there is new photo field now, right? So now I am just going to create a user from the front end, that is user@gmail.com. Password is the password, create account. Okay, after create, you see I straight comes into the user dashboard. So you see there is no email verified at, and it comes to the user dashboard. I am now going to the model. I will actually need the model user. Here must verify email. I implemented that, but after it is actually taken me to the without authentication. I straight go to there, right? So email verified at, there is no data, email verified at, but check if any email comes here. Yes, So what I can do here, I can stop him here. There is a problem. I understand what is the problem here. Now I am going to close so that I can make you understand. In the web.php, what happened by default, actually there were another one. That means there was actually in the dashboard middleware, here was another item that was probably verified. I'm not sure, let's check it. Yes, verified. I actually did not apply this, so it was not working. So verified, I applied it again here. So now you see, without verify you will not be able to see the content, right? If you try to go to the user dashboard, it is not possible. So you must have to verify it from here. So I am going to open the email, click here. Yes, it is you are verified and you are taken to the user dashboard. And now if I go here, refresh, you see email verified at this. Okay, so if you want, you can make anything. For example, you can apply a message so that user verified successfully, you can now log in or something like that. But I am not going to discuss that topic now. My main target here is to edit the user profile. So if you click here, you see there is no page, that is empty, because what I did in the view, then user, and then profile, this is actually empty. I am going to the admin, then edit profile, and from here I am going to copy all the data, and in my profile I am going to paste it. But here I will have to change it, that is user.layouts.app, and this is edit profile, and here admin edit profile submit. You know, this is my route. So here I am going to search what is the route. So these two were my routes, so I am going to copy those, but already profile is given, so I am going to copy the last one. And here in the case of user, I paste it. This is user controller, and here name will be user profile submit, and here the name will be profile submit, and this one will be profile submit. User profile submit is the post route. So here I am going to use this. Multipart form data is okay. Auth guard, the guard is, in my case here, the guard is web guard because he is user. So photo, if you do not get any photo, then it will be called the default one, and all other items are okay. Name, email, password confirmation, update, okay. So let's check it. You see, this is the user information, and when it will go to the user controller. Where is user controller? This one. So here user.profile is okay, and it will be validated name and email. Instead of admin, it will be actually the user. So models user is called, so I can easily call this user in every place like this. User, find auth guard is web user ID, and instead of admin data, where there is admin data, I am going to select all will be the user data. And here request, I'm going to remove it, and auth guard will be actually here the web. So user data, user find this one, and this photo, web guard, checking, unlink if you get any photo, then final name will be this, public uploads, user data, photo, final name, password confirmation is okay, user data, name and email, and then update, okay. So everything should be okay. Now instead of user, if I click here, auth not found, so I will have to call the auth in the top, auth like this. And another one I will need probably, that is in the admin controller there was hash also. I will have to use the hash, otherwise I cannot reset the password like this, hash make. Or if you want, you can use the big crypt. So refresh, update, profile is updated successfully. Now I am going to change the username, Smith. If I go here, you see name is changed. So I am going back it, so user will be this one. If I want to change the photo of the user, for example, the user photo is this one. Open, update. You see photo is updated successfully. So in the case of user, you see photo is changed, and in the case of admin, this user, and in the case of user, this user. And if I go to check, you see this is admin and this is newly created user. If you want to change the user photo, for example this one, then previous one photo will be deleted and this new one will be updated. Go here in the top, and here photo is updated. If you go here, you see the previous one is not here, that is removed from the folder. So user update profile section is working perfectly here. When a user is logged in into the system, then for example refresh user is logged in, right? So in the home page or in the front end, this login and sign up should not be shown because he is logged in, right? If any person click on sign up now, you see automatically he is taken to the user dashboard, right? So he is not able to see the login or registration page. But why this is showing here, I can also check that in the navbar. So I am going to open my navbar. So views, then there is user and layout, and there is nav. And in the nav, I am now going to check it. That is not in this nav, that is actually front end, in the front end layouts, and this is the nav. I am going to close all other items from here. Okay, navbar. So here I am going to check. You see in the here, this is actually into the app, not in the nav. It is actually in the app, and in the app this is login and this is register. So here I am going to add another one, that is for example dashboard. So route, then user dashboard, and here I am going to use dashboard. So it will be for example like this. So dashboard login sign up. Okay, now I am going to fix it when the dashboard will be shown and when others will be shown. So here I am going to check if auth guard, and this is web guard, you know, auth guard web check, or here you can also show another thing or check. Actually in the auth guard web check, if it has any data, then it will be shown. So here indiff, but indiff will be here, and here I am going to use else. So now if I refresh, you see dashboard, but the login is not showing here, right? So this is the dashboard. If you want to log out, then you will have to click here, go to your user panel, and from here you can log out. And when log out, you see these two items are showing and there is no dashboard now. Okay, so this is the perfect check here. And when I am going to log in as user, password is the password. You are logged in as a user. If you want, you can show a message that logged in successfully. And if you want to do that, I am going to check from the login. So here the auth has the login here in this authenticate session controller. So this is the login route. That means it is redirected intended. Here I can use a with success, login is successful. So something like that. Okay, now if I again going to log out. Okay, now let's log in again. Password, you see login is successful. Okay, so nice, it is working.